Keep those tools handy. We're back in the garage with Bodie Stroud.
Everybody, welcome back. Yeah, we got, I think we're going to be talking to George from Vintage Air, and we got a lot of questions for George, don't we?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So, hey, George, you there?
Yes, sir. How are you today?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm fabulous, man. It's Saturday. It's recoup day.
Not for me. Tomorrow's recoup day for me. I go work on Saturdays, unfortunately.
Well, there you go, man.
Yeah.
You do what you got to do to make it work. Sometimes you think it's hard work, and some things it's just job security.
Yeah. I don't know what it is in my case.
Well, you're a car guy, so most people are going to just know it's a sickness.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've talked about that before. We've all got that sickness.
But it's the deal, if you're lucky enough to do something you enjoy, it's really not as much work as you might think.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, it's still a lot of work. Our problem right now is we're just a little undermanned, so it's
yeah.
Yeah, what do you do? Undermanned and underpaid.
I share some of that. Good people are hard to find.
Yeah, they are.
In this industry, people, they want quality. They want quality labor. They want quality parts. And when you're putting your name on the line like you are and like Vintage Air is, you got to make sure you have quality people that share that same goal in order to feel confident that the customers are being taken care of.
You're absolutely right. And you're right. It's so hard to find it out there. But, so where are you at today?
Actually, I'm in the office myself. I came in and had a few things to finish up, so I'm in my office here at Vintage Air in San Antonio, Texas.
Nice.
It's a nice, hot, sunny day, which makes it good for air conditioning. As soon as people start to get uncomfortable, we're who they think of.
Yes,
so
you are.
We appreciate that.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And you guys are the leader and make an awesome product.
Well, I appreciate that. You guys sell a lot of parts for us, and we appreciate your business, and we hope that you're being taken care of properly.
Yeah, we're trying. That's all we can do is helping everybody out, and all working together. That's what it's all about.
I guess the sales guy that I have that handles your account is Anthony, and he deals a lot with Stephanie and Lori.
Yeah.
And so they seem to do a good job together.
Yep. So, but we got a few questions. You want to answer some questions?
Yeah, let's knock it out.
All right. Let's see. What do I do if I have an old air conditioner and I want to get R134 Freon? Will it mix with the old 70s Freon?
Yeah, actually, no, it will not. The R12 and the 134 do not mix.
Okay.
Part of the reason is because they use a total different lubrication within themselves. So the R12 system uses mineral oil, and the 134s use a PAG oil or ester oil. And so the main thing on that back in the early 90s when, the OEMs were mandated to go to the new refrigerant, we had quite a few schools that we went to and learned about how to retrofit and what they were going to have to do to go to the new refrigerant and everything. And the oil was one of the big issues. So the two will not mix, and then there's a lot of other things about the system that makes a retro rather difficult. So,
Okay.
That was back in 1993. 1993, part of the vehicles from the manufacturers were R12 and some were 134. And then 1994, all of them had to be 134A.
Yeah. I remember when that happened.
Yeah, and everybody was taking their car back to the dealership because the ACs were not performing.
Yeah.
In the same way.
Uh-huh.
And what had happened there was the manufacturers let themselves get forced into a corner without adequate research and development, and they were just taking an R12 system and trying to put 134 in it and see what kind of performance they would get out of it. And when we do a basics seminar, whatever, we use the combination. If you're at the drag strip and you're running, 93 octane gas, and the guy beside you is running alcohol, and he's always blowing your doors off, and you don't know why. So you go over to his pit area, and you see him pouring alcohol in. So you go, oh, that's the secret.
Uh-huh.
So then I go back and I pour alcohol in my gasoline vehicle, and it won't hardly even run.
Yeah.
So the same thing with the two refrigerants. In order to run 134 to get adequate performance, you have to make a few changes. And, of course, everybody knows you can go into any vehicle nowadays, and they'll just freeze you out. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. No, I just got froze out by my van. Absolutely.
And the refrigerant hasn't changed since 1993.
Yeah.
It's still the same. What they've done is they've increased the capacity and the efficiency in the condenser out in front of the vehicle, so that the refrigerant can turn back into a liquid state quicker, so that it can go back in and pick up another load of heat.
Nice.
Not to bore you, but that's kind of one of the things that people just really don't understand. When we do a basic seminar at Good Guys or NSRA or somewhere, the first thing we do is say, I want you to know that an AC system does not make cold air. An AC system takes the heat out of the air.
Yeah.
And the way that it does that is the refrigerant changes state, and as the hot air inside the vehicle is pulled through the blower and pushed through the coil, the heat is taken out of that into the refrigerant. The refrigerant changes to a gas, and it goes out, and the compressor pumps it to the front of the car, and the condenser that's in front of the car, as the air goes through that, it changes because of the coolness. It changes the gas back into a liquid so that the liquid can come around and pick up another load. So in its change of state, it pulls heat out of the interior and kicks it off in front of the radiator.
Nice. Man.
And that's just another reason why an AC car will run a little warmer than a non-AC car, because that condenser is kicking off heat that's adding to the heat load of your radiator.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another reason why airflow is so important on an air-conditioned car, because if you don't have good airflow across the radiator, you're not going to have good airflow across the condenser.
Yep.
And without that gas going back to a liquid, your high side pressures go way up, and then your duct temperature goes up with it. So I'm probably going on too much.
No, keep going. I like it. You're not boring us at all. This is what we want to hear. I think you're answering the question very well. I mean,
it's just one of those things that when somebody calls in, and of course we have a 1-800 tech line for all of our customers, that if they're having issues or something, if something isn't working right, or they're having trouble with fitment or whatever, we try to get information first, and we have to know what the situation is with the vehicle before we can troubleshoot it well. And by learning a few things about airflow and what safety switch you have or don't have, or where the vehicle's at, knowing the dynamics around the vehicle makes it a whole lot easier to troubleshoot what the issue may be.
There you go. Well, hey, we got to take a break real quick, but can you hang on for a minute?
Absolutely.
Got a couple more questions we want you to answer.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Put that hammer down. We'll be right back to help you fix your ride in the garage with Bodie Stroud.
Do you like in